With San Francisco wrapping up their 4th day of training camp, arguably the biggest surprise so far has been the veteran wide receiver Russel Gage. Today during San Francisco's red zone portion of practice, for instance, Mac Jones found Gage on a touchdown with Gage running a corner route. And in previous practices, Gage has really been a quarterback favorite, and he's also had some pretty impressive catches. This is great news for the 29-year-old wide receiver who had a torn patellar tendon that saw him sidelined during the entire 2023 season before San Francisco signed him last season. But overall as a player, he's been productive. He has nearly 2,500 receiving yards and 14 touchdowns. So with Gage finally healthy for San Francisco, we may see the same player we saw during the 2022 season when he played for the Buccaneers. So in this video, I wanted to go over Russel Gage's strengths, his weaknesses, as well as his chances of making San Francisco's 53-man roster. Initially starting out for the 6', 185-pound wide receiver, one of his biggest strengths is his versatility. He can play both outside and inside, and in a similar way to Deebo Samuel, he's kind of an offensive weapon. During his time at LSU, for instance, he was actually playing running back before transitioning over to being a wide receiver. And like Deebo, once he gets the ball in his hands, he does an excellent job picking up yards after the catch. During the 2021 season, for instance, he had 250 yards after the catch, which ranked 37th among all wide receivers. Another underappreciated part about Gage's game is his route running. He does an excellent job, especially on short routes, creating separation. I love his pivot routes, his slants, basically anything underneath, especially when he's operating as a slot wide receiver. Another thing about Gage is he's reliable. He has fantastic hands. In this camp, for instance, the quarterbacks routinely go to him. He's made some acrobatic catches and even had the touchdown catch like I was mentioning today. Another important part in Kyle Shanahan's offense is the ability to block out of a wide receiver, and Gage not only shows off a great willingness, but proper technique. Gage also increases his chances of making San Francisco's 53-man roster because he does offer special teams ability as well. With all those positives being mentioned about Gage's game though, he does have some clear weaknesses, with his most obvious being his injury history. As I was mentioning, he had that torn patellar tendon that saw him miss time during the entire 2023 season, and he's also had ankle, hamstring, and other injuries. On top of that, unlike San Francisco's other younger wide receivers, he's not the fastest wide receiver and won't be a deep threat option. He runs his 40-yard dash in 4.55 seconds, and he doesn't have elite speed. He more is a short area wide receiver. And while he has been productive in Kyle Shanahan's offense so far in San Francisco's training camp, pads have yet to come on. I really want to see what he does once pads come on, but if he is able to keep up a similar level of production like he has in training camp, I wouldn't be surprised to see Gage make San Francisco's 53-man roster and potentially produce a little bit early on in the season and later play a role like Chris Conley used to. But ultimately, these are just some of my thoughts about the standout wide receiver so far in training camp in Russel Gage, and I want to hear your thoughts down below about him as a player. Do you think he makes San Francisco's 53-man roster, or do you think he gets bumped out by a player like Junior Bergen? It would also mean a ton to me if you could like and subscribe, and as always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.